Hello, dear listeners, dear viewers, subscribers. It is my pleasure once again to welcome you to another interesting episode, which is quite different from other topics that we have looked into. The episode that we want to touch, it has been rightly chosen, especially for those who are not in line with thinking along with the environment. For this episode, we want to take you far away from your own imagination and far away from what you normally think. That is why we are coming with another very interesting topic called Mosquito Strategies for Life Enhancement. Mosquito Strategies for Life Enhancement. I know the word mosquito seems to be so amazing to you. I know if I ask you to think or sit down on your own and think about the insect called mosquito, you might be looking at the other side view of mosquito. And in one of my series online, I made it clear that we should not focus all our attentions on the negative things, meaning from every negative thing there are positive things that we can get from that. So that's why we want to give you something very interesting about the insect called mosquito. Mosquito is what you know around you. Mosquito is what you found around your areas. But have you ever thought about the lessons you can learn from mosquito? That is what we want to look at. Then if I ask you, have you heard about the word called boom? I know you must have heard about that. That is the sound of a mosquito. And you need to know that a mosquito is an insect that, like its cousin, that means the housefly, mosquito, like all other insects, has 6 legs. On its head, the mosquito has 2 antennae and 2 compound eyes. But the mouth of mosquito sets mosquito apart from other insects. Just like human, we have teeth for chewing foods. Mosquito also is having something called mouth parts. These parts are specialized depending on the type of insect that you are looking into. Don't forget that mosquito is categorized under insects. So they are used for jobs like biting, chewing, sucking. So the mosquito has a mouth part that is called proboscis. That proboscis is similar to what is called straw that is used for sucking. Another fact that you need to know about mosquito is that The female mosquito is the one that sucks blood. Her mouth part is needle sharp and pokes through skin to get blood from human. Some people might believe that mosquitoes feed only on blood. No, both male and female mosquitoes use their proboscis to suck delicious nectar from flowers. So, why do female mosquitoes suck blood of human? It is because of the special nutrients that the female mosquito found in the human blood that gives birth to another egg. So, another thing you need to know about mosquito is that with over 3,000 different species of ants, mosquitoes are found almost everywhere in the world. In fact, mosquitoes are especially abundant in areas with marshes and swamps. Why do we have this? Why do we have mosquitoes in the swamp? It is because the female mosquito lay eggs in water, especially stagnant water, that is standstill. In fact, mosquitoes will even lay eggs in a backyard, bed, bath, or pond. So these are the little facts that you need to know about mosquito. But all these are not our main target here. But you cannot know much about the lessons to be learned from mosquito without knowing some few tips about mosquito. So if we look at this, we got to look at what are the lessons that one can learn from mosquito. The first one is that mosquitoes set smart objectives. Mosquito that you are looking at like an ordinary ant, a feeble ant that you can easily kill with your two palms. Mosquito set smarter objectives. How does this work? The female mosquitoes have one main objective, and that is to extract blood, which contains protein and iron necessarily to produce many eggs. The female mosquito do not dance around your feet or ears to make unpleasant noise or music, as you can call it, in your ears just to entertain you. Instead, the female mosquitoes are focused on their goal, and the goal is to bite in order to achieve sucking of blood from your body. Look at the necessary goal set against you is not to play music or entertain you. Rather, it is to set the objective of how to bite you, while from biting you, then suck the blood that contains protein and iron in order to produce more mosquitoes. Then from this, you as a human being, we need to know that how can we apply this to our own personal life. You need to know that as a human, You must set your own objective, or you set many objectives. That is, objective must be set on anything that you want to do. The objective that you set will guide you towards achieving your aim without any distractions. Mind you, the mosquito said the aim is to bite you. While after biting you, the objective is to suck blood that contains protein and iron in order to produce more mosquitoes. So you as a human, you need to set your own objective too. On anything you want to do, you need to set objective. If objective or objectives are not set on anything, then you will be working as if you are being blown around by breeze or air. So mind you, any objective set must not or should never be too many in order for you to achieve them easily. If you set many objectives on a particular thing, you may not achieve that. But on any particular thing that you want to do, you set your objective but make it simple and realistic. Because you can never see a mosquito setting objective on two persons at the same time. Rather, mosquito will set the objective of biting you and sucking your blood. Then it is only when that one has been achieved, that is when the mosquito can easily move to the next person, not 2, 3, 4 persons at the same time. Take lessons from mosquito. Then the next one that you need to know about a mosquito is that be persistent and be patient. Be persistent and be patient. To some extent, there are some things that we look at from our own myopic mind or from a very shallow, insensitive mind or thinking. But sometimes we might call it inconvenience, but the mosquito call it survivor. Either the survivor could be achieved dead or alive. So when you look at this now, you can get that the mosquito set the targets in order to suck your blood to produce many more. So it means that mosquitoes never give up, even if it means waiting at your door or windows until you get them access unknowingly into your own apartment. They can be at your they can be behind your house for months, for years, but what they want is for you to give them an access. Then when you give them access, then they easily come into your room and have access to your own body. But from there you see that irrespective of the kind of hours, months or years that they use outside, they still have their ways of coming into your own apartment. That is persistence. That is patience. So it means that they never give up at any point in time that we are not having access to this person. If at all they don't have access to you, they can easily go to another place where they can easily have access to the person inside the apartment. What can you learn from this? It means that Any person who is looking for success in life, that person needs to be persistent on what to be achieved and also exercise sensible patience towards achieving that. So when that is being done and they set the goals on all what has been set around, it means that to be persistent does not mean for you to be gullible, meaning you don't know what you are doing at all. You are just fooling yourself on something that is not realistic, hoping on something that is not, visible. Rather, it means to adopt many strategies while pursuing such aim without derailing from it. As I have said earlier, that sometimes mosquitoes, they set their own goal, their own objective in coming to your own apartment. But if they now discover that, to get access to your apartment for a day, weeks, months, or some several other time, they easily diversify their strategy by going to the nearest person. What they are looking for is what? Once you are loose in opening your own door, then they have access to that. So they are not being gullible, waiting for you alone. Rather, if you think about this, mosquito diversify their own talent, energy to another means which they actually achieve their aim without minding if they will die or they will stay alive. But what they want is how they will survive. But that survival comes with persistent and patient skill. Learn from mosquito. Apart from that, the third lesson you can learn from mosquito is something called surveying skill. Survey is to look around. Survey is to have a kind of inner thinking ability about what you can find around you. Meaning, mosquitoes are very sensitive to finding a host veins than many medical practitioners, because we have seen on earth whereby the medical practitioners, they are meant to locate a vein in their own patient body before they can apply the syringe to the person's body. But mistakenly, some of them will do it on their flesh or the skin without locating the vein. But the mosquitoes are very sensitive in locating the vein in their host. They have that ability to source for the person's vein by injecting their straw in order to suck the person's blood. While doing this, they are looking for how they can source for the person's blood for survival. And while doing this can be called survey skill. And we can learn this from mosquito. They are very sensitive when it comes to surveying. And you now, as a human, have you surveyed your environment to look for many opportunities that you have in your environment? There are many opportunities lying idle in your or mine or our environment that we don't take cognizance of. It is only when you have that surveying skill, ability, just like a mosquito. Mosquito will not perch on you at a particular time and be gallivanting, searching for the vein. Why mosquito is coming directly to your body? They are coming directly perch on you and they locate the vein immediately. And that's why you may not easily get this known at the time. So it means that you as a human, you can learn this from mosquito to survey around for things that will benefit you, your life, and your generation and your family. How can we apply this to our own personal life? Meaning that many of us, we want to achieve something in life without looking deeper into the matter before embarking on it, because we don't survey, we don't have the inner eye to look at that thing before embarking on it. That means you as a human, you need to take your time to survey or to study what you want to embark on in order for you to achieve greater success on such thing. Because mosquito will survey your body before sucking the blood in your body. And while doing this, ultimately mosquito will have surveyed your body and the environment, that the environment is safe for that action before perching on your body and suck the blood that contains iron and protein for survival. So it means that before you do anything at all, you need to survey. Then after surveying that thing, that will give you an edge in order to plan very well to achieve greater success. On such,